Today we're at Wishes Toys, Books, and Games in the Everett Mall, and this is our second to last stop. We're excited about being here. The owners of Catalyst Games also own this retail shop, so we've already been talking with one of the owners about what it's like to be a game publisher and running a retail shop. So very interesting. We're looking forward to more conversations. Okay, we're all set up here at Wishes. We've got the table with the swag, leading everything off, trying to lure people in with the free stuff. Then we've got Dead Panic, our new release, so we can talk to people about that next. Then we've got our fun dice pairing game Bears in the middle here, to try to interest people in that. And then we've got Castle Panic, the Wizard's Tower, set up here. And we're all ready for folks to talk to about demos.
All right, everybody, we are here with Lauren Coleman, the owner of Wishes store that we've been in today, and the owner and operator of Catalyst. So we have an interesting crossover here in how this all works. And Lauren, I'm going to start things off with, give me how you got into this crazy business of making games.
I started as an author and writing novels and books for FASA and a bunch of other companies.
Nice.
And just kind of kept at it. And then about 7 years ago, I sort of inherited the Baltic and Shadowrun properties and as a licensee. And I've been making games as Catalyst Game Labs ever since.
Awesome. That's a nice thing to inherit. That's pretty cool.
It was not bad.
Not too bad. Okay, so now the other question here is, this is a retail store. That puts you on both ends of this crazy spectrum.
Yes.
What made you decide to do that?
Well, I mean, as my wife likes to say, I went to the mall to set up a kiosk for a holiday for my son for a job, and I came home with a 20,000 square foot retail store.
Whoops.
I don't know how that exactly happened, but it happened really fast.
Nice.
And we took over a Borders that was basically shutting down about 2 years ago, and we decided to fill it with, refill it with books. My whole family's a bunch of readers.
Right.
And we couldn't fill it all with books, so we added games because we're all gamers, and that didn't quite fill everything, so we added toys, and that pretty much did the rest of it.
Nice.
So we ended up with Wishes, Toys, Books, and Games, and we about a year ago we moved out of that space into a space a bit more reasonable for what we were doing.
There you go.
From 18,000 square feet down to 6, which ends up being about right.
There you go. There you go.
That's how we got into retail.
That is fantastic. It's the whole give a mouse a cookie thing, right? Once you start this.
yeah. Give me a cookie, and suddenly I fall into like an entire cookie processing plant. Or something.
Yes, exactly. You start your own cookie factory.
I don't know what happened there.
I love it. All right. So the next question is, this is a great store. You're running it well. It's fantabulously staffed. You make games that are awesome. How do you do both and still sleep, or do you?
Sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Yeah. No.
No, it's just prioritizing, and when we built Catalyst to be able to kind of work on its own for days, any given few days at a time.
Right.
That if I need to take a few days and go work on something else, I could. Catalyst still demands, I would say, 75% of my working time or more.
Okay.
Wishes, for the time we were starting it up, those were a lot of 70 and 80-hour weeks.
Ooh, yeah.
Especially because we started up right before the holidays, so we jumped right into the Christmas season with a toy store.
You went in deep.
So 80-hour days we were sleeping at the store, not uncommon.
Wow.
And by the time we got to the first holiday, we had built a store that was self-sufficient. We had good managers, and I would say the way to do it, on both sides was really, really good support staff.
Nice.
Who, professional, know their job, and don't need a lot of micromanaging on my part.
Yes.
In fact, the more I leave them alone, the better they tend to do.
There you go. I was going to say, because you've got great staff here, and I know you've got good people at Catalyst, so that's the nice way to do it. Awesome. Okay, next on my list is, let's talk a little bit about Kickstarter, because you've done some we haven't. What are your thoughts?
I love Kickstarter. I'm a Kickstarter fan. I buy a lot of stuff off there. I support a lot of projects. Right. I would say there's not many things in Kickstarter I haven't backed in one form or another for categories. But for gaming, we've run a couple Kickstarters in gaming. We've done, I'd say, maybe a C minus average. We're learning. Don't take it for granted, obviously. Yeah. But the nice thing about Kickstarter isn't about the money.
Right.
It's about the marketing. There is no better way to connect with 500 awesome rabid fans who will become your evangelists out there in the community.
Yes.
And blog and tweet and help support you at conventions. And meeting those people has been worth it, even with the headaches and falling on our face a couple of times.
Nice.
There's been people I've met through Kickstarter who have become avid avid fans of our games that I wouldn't trade for anything.
That is awesome. Very good. It's good to hear the good side of all that stuff. We hear enough bad stories, so
Yeah.
yay, awesome. Okay, so then if you want to tease our fans or just promote anything, tell me what's going on at Catalyst that everybody should be excited about right now.
Well, I'll have to plug the big one. Obviously, Shadowrun 5th Edition just came out, and we are really excited about that. But it almost doesn't need any help plugging.
Yeah.
But I had to at least mention or my developer would get jealous.
Yes,
But I would. But the big game we're really excited about that's going to be a big game we think is the Duke.
Yes.
The Duke is a 2-player tile laying, tile flipping game. We're calling it now an abstract tactical game because it is so just fast to play and learn. That you really can't play 8 moves ahead. You have to learn how to react quickly to what's being put in front of you. And it's a medieval theme, and we've already have like a bunch of expansions that allow you to theme scenarios, like for Robin Hood or Arthurian or the Robert E. Howard heroes.
Nice.
We're looking forward to next year doing even more expansions on that.
That's awesome.
But our first print run is almost sold out.
Congratulations.
And every time we sell one here at the store, it's great because we'll sell one. And within probably a week or two, I'll see someone else back in here, and they'll say, "My friend showed me this game.
Where do
I have to have my own copy."
Nice.
The game is almost viral in that way.
That is fantastic.
So it's a great gateway game. So.
It does look really good. I have to admit, I haven't played it yet, but I'm dying to. And fans of ours, if you were at Gen Con and you saw that crowd around that booth with the giant squares on it, that was Duke. They did this, 5-10 times normal size, whatever it was?
It's something more or more.
Yeah, it was this huge and epic
10 foot by 10 foot board with giant tiles.
Exactly. That's what that was all about. So get your hands on that. I need to get some too. So there you go. But your store is great. We've had a fantastic time talking with you today. Thank you very much for having us, and we will be back in Seattle. We'll definitely come back and see you again.
All right.